Right then. Let's see what I've got to now. Okay, so. Right. Welcome to another Ride in Times on RevelatorAlf. Just going to be hitting some this trail here, and this is a long trail. Starts off as a kind of a back road, single track road, then it kind of goes off into like a donkey trail, really. I think it does anyway. But it's rises, as you can see here. Maybe you can see it. I got a rising up the hill here, but it's kind of following a ridge line, following a little, going up towards a peak, and it's going to plateau off, and then it's going to come back down the other side. So I thought we'd go and check it out and see what it's like. Now, lucky this part is all kind of tarmac, and this is, you know, it's not really, I mean, it's potholed and everything, but it's not much of a drama, that's for sure. But you know what these things are like, you know, they do tend to change very quickly. Now I came up here, no, when was it? A couple of years ago maybe? Something like that, and it was in, do you know, I'm not even sure what time of year it was. I think it was November or December time, and you know, all the leaves had fallen or falling pretty much, but it was a sloppy mess. It really was a sloppy mess, and I was on the road tyres as well. So if you can find that video, you can see that I did do it on the road tyres, and I went all the way up there and all the way back. And so this is not much of a problem here, you might add, you might think, but a little bit further on it gets a bit muddy. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm going to ride the same route, but I'm also checking out a couple of other little trails that I've found, and I just want to see if they're rideable or not. So it's a beautiful ride, this one. As I say, on a day like today, it's, you know, it's great as well. I know there's a farm up ahead, but we kind of go right past that, so hopefully I shouldn't be much of a drama to anybody. Lovely. There we go. You can see it a little bit more muddy in places. Nice. Now we're on sort of dirt farm track here. See where it goes. So these are, I think, you know, are fine during the winter months to ride up, because, you know, they're mostly sort of gravel, rocky tracks. You can see a couple of places have been washed away. But, you know, get up on the pegs and, you know, let the bike dance beneath you. Okay, so there is... That was one of the tracks I wanted to... I think it just goes into a field, actually, looking over the hedge. Yeah, beauty. Aha. Right, there we go. That's what I wanted to check out. Right, so I think the easiest thing to do here is reverse down, I think. So I'll just cut this out, and then you can see, miraculously I've appeared at the place where I wanted to get to. Still got to be careful with your footing here, because you can easily lose you lose your footing because it's quite slimy, loose rock, you know, that kind of thing. Right. Okay. Hello. Oh, this is a different one. See how far this takes me. Yeah. Well, so this is like a perimeter track around this field. I got that. Aha! Yeah. So that's the other track over there. I'm going to investigate then, shall I? Well. Is that into a field? Okay, let's go around here. No, got to go into the forest. Okay, so that goes into the forest. I don't want that. This is perimeter track here, isn't it? Or is that way? No. I actually think it's this one. Oh. Wow. Okay. Where does this take me then? Okay, so this matches up to a trail on the other side. Aha! I've come down the wrong one, I think. Alright, so it's taking me deeper and deeper into the forest. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. I shall get to the bottom, or should I just turn around here? I'll get to the bottom, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, slipped into a rut there. Cool. See? On the grass, that's what it is. Just didn't even see it. Let's stick to the track, I think. Yeah, that's it. I mean, come out and say, I was like, always say on my videos, you got to watch that grass, you got to watch that, you know, just being caught out by it. So easy to get caught out by it, you know, especially when it's slippery like this. Got the nobblers, but it will test you, that's for sure. It'll trip you up. Yeah. I think a 4x4's been through here. Don't know if today, but these tracks look quite new. These are post-rain tracks, you can tell, because the edges of the trails, of the the wheel tracks or the wheel treads, are still square. They're not rounded off, where the rain will tend to round them off. So they've either been through here yesterday or they've been through here this morning. And pretty much at the bottom here This is the end of the track, or the end of this track. Oh. On the map, that is. Yeah, beauty. I'm intrigued where this goes. You know, I'm just kind of looking at it going, okay. And that's trying to figure it out in my brain, where the hell does this go? Okay, there's something going on here. There's a little trailer. This is a donkey trail there. Now where does that go? That sort of doubles back. Okay. Let's just have a look here. I'm just wondering, see, that is a horse trail there as well, whether that becomes the horse trail. Let me just check that, because this horse trail I've ridden before, I'm sure I have. Let's go and have a look. Wow. What's that up ahead? Do you know what? This actually all looks very, very familiar, this trail. Because I remember these little bird waters or bird feeders or whatever the hell they are. Bird feeders, I think they are, yeah. So I think I know where I am. Bugger. I've actually ended up on an estate, on the back end of an estate, and all these bird feeders are for all these pheasants, which they're rearing, and then in the winter, they're out, you know, put them out on the shoots and stuff. It's a beautiful trail, mind you. I mean, so it's all very, very lovely. Very nice. So I can see there are lots of little trails, you know, everywhere as I've gone past them. But again, you know, where do they go to? Well, that's the explorer in you. But you kind of go off piste a little bit, and you go off your plan, or whatever that was, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh bugger. So here, you know, you ride along, but you're not really leaving a footprint, you know, because it's a gravel track. So, you know, I would say, yeah, this kind of thing, yeah, go for it. But when it gets wet and then you're in the muddy stuff, that's when you just got to be, you know, just take a little bit of extra care, I think. A little bit of extra thought about what you're doing and where you're riding, and you know, what impression you're giving to other people, you know. No guarantees, as I say, there's never a guarantee that, you know, you won't piss people off, but, you know, and worse, I mean, it depends where you are in the world, of course, but you could have a, you know, all of a sudden find a shotgun up your ass, you know, which isn't really what you want. Okay. So this is basically out into the wilds here. So what I'll do, I'll head back down here. And then see where else I can get to. Now it's going downhill, so it's also very slippy. You're going to have to squeeze that front, you know, that front brake a little bit. Again, never aggressive with anything really, and just covering that back brake. Because if you try and put any pressure on the back brake, you're downhill. There's no weight on the back, so you're going to skid it. Now, in some ways, that can actually help. That can help. You look at some of my early videos, well, you know, I'd say, get on that back brake, get on that back brake. because that gives you like a little bit of linear control, you know, sometimes. But sometimes if it catches, if it locks up, then you've got, you know, then it'll kind of fishtail everywhere. So you kind of have to, again, when you say use the brakes, you know, you have to explain, I suppose, you have to understand how you're supposed to use them. Anyway, I'm no instructor or anything, I'm just telling you what I feel. And I sometimes think these trails that you go through, and you think, right, if I had my own motorcycle tour company, this is the kind of, and we were allowed to come and do this kind of thing, you know, actually bring people up here, this is the kind of thing I'd love to do. You know, just take people out and just say, look, this is actually quite close at hand. It's not too far away. It's within a day's ride. You know, turn up at 7 a.m, hit the road, and then, you know, within an hour or so, you're out in, you know, fantastic trails. You know, some of them can be, you can choose the ones that are really challenging, the ones that, you know, aren't, the ones that, you know, you have to be aware of different times. Yeah, but look at where you're riding. And this is what I keep on saying, look at where you're riding. It's just fantastic. Wow. So I found these tracks that I wanted to, and I found some others that I wasn't expecting as well. So yeah, all in all, not a bad little trip, you know. Just get up on here a bit. Just have a better view of those ruts where I can see pretty much right in here on the left hand side, right in the middle of the grass, there is that rut which I slipped into and I couldn't see. And this is motorbikes that have made that rut, basically. Come down in the winter and they just follow that same rut. So when it grasses over, then you just can't see it, you know. You've got to always be very mindful of where you're going, and you know what, you know, grass. You think, oh, grass is lovely. Grass hides a multitude of sins, I tell you. It can easily catch you out, easily. Yeah, so that front tire just wants to slip. Sometimes being up actually on the pegs, you know, helps you. Just let the bike dance beneath you, as I like to call it. You know, because it wants to wiggle about, it wants to dance, you know. You just ride on top of it, let it just wobble about beneath you. And then, you know, you can just keep a loose control over it, and it'll work. You know, where I would say sit down, if you feel more comfortable, that is when you've got deep ruts either side, because you can easily lose your balance. Let's not forget that. And you can put your foot down, and then you can just slip away into a deep rut. Bike falls on top of you, you're trapped beneath the bike, you break a leg, you know, that kind of thing. So you got to think and ride smart, you know. I'm sure all the pros out there, all the instructors out there would completely disagree with me, but there you go. This is how I approach these kind of things, you know. Yeah, I got quite deep right there to the right hand side. We'll just come over to the left. My bike does still want to dance up here. Still a bit more of a clay soil here right now, so it is kind of slipping and sliding a bit. Yeah, it wanted to flip me there. There we go, back down. Use the legs to stabilise, and that's it, you're away. Cool. Right. Back on this trail. Wow. Right, so where does this one take me? Cool. Oh wow, look at this big house on the prairie. Jesus Christ, that track goes all the way around through the farm then. Wow, amazing. Let's see where it goes around here. Try not to be seen too much here. Beauty. Now there is a big thick black line on something. I don't know what that is, but wow. Right. I'll tell you, because I'm getting too close to those farm buildings, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to double back here. Okay, don't want to piss people off. I did see a sneaky little footpath in here. Well, not a footpath, a break in the trees that had a trail through it. And it wasn't marked as anything, but that's... Where was it? Got a factor for its... Oh, I've missed it, haven't I? I missed it, where was it? No, it's gone. That's all fenced off there. Maybe that's what it means, it's all fenced off. Weird, very black line across the forest there, I don't know what that means. Lovely. Wow. Yeah, there was a footpath in there. Well, there was a break in there. So no, these are not. Nothing's marked on here, by the way. So on the maps, by the way. So that's why I'm looking at these, going, oh, okay. I wonder if you can get through there. When you get through there, you know. Well, so what I'm going to do? Yeah, okay. So that's. Beauty. there. So that's where I came into the track. Right, I'm going to go to this edge here and see if there's the other entrance to the track, see if that's where that is as well. Yeah, I think I can see a little turn in the track there. Yeah, I think that's about right. Let me just get back down here. Try and put some weight on the back of the bike. So what I'm going to do is there we go, right. Nearly. Very nice. Well, that was a nice little detour. As I say, I knew there were tracks up there. I knew they could be exploited, but just hadn't figured out before, where they were, because nothing's marked. But I had seen on the Google mapping there was some internal tracks, and I just wondered whether they could be accessed, and well, they could. So yeah, good stuff. Right, up the hill again. So this is like the parallel internal track forest path. That's going to parallel all the way up there. Let's just see how far up it takes me. Oh, trees falling over there. Beauty. Okay, so that gate there, that's where I was riding, on the other side of that gate then. Right there, on the other side of that gate, that's where it was. Okay, good, and then that's just private down there as well. Okay, so it won't go through that. It's very muddy, very sort of sandy here, very silty. As I say, it's all sort of collected here. Just let the front tyre search up on the pegs again. I think it's going to be a lot better just to let it search beneath me. Just a manual control with the throttle. Trying to find a bit of gravel. I'm just wondering whether I should go into the left or right hand side. Actually, yeah, I think I shall actually. A little bit. I think with the gravel it's just going to stick to, it's not going to slip and slide so much on the gravel as opposed to that silty mud. I'm going up the hill now as well, so I want to try and dig in as much as I can. Oh, coming to the end of it, I think I can see manicured hedges. Well, there you go. That's it. That's the ride. Wow, that was actually pretty. I mean, it was leisurely. It was nice, but it was that was a good ride. I enjoyed that. I'm glad I was able to get to those tracks, and go discover them. Right. Catch you on the next riding times, whenever that is. Cheers now.